Beating Utah in Utah once again, a second win in Utah, and they'll go on to face the Phoenix Suns in the next round. Michael Jordan is now 1 of 6 from the field. Houston and Phoenix opening up in Phoenix on Tuesday. Houston with a 20-9 run to come to behind to conclude matters. Hakeem Olajuwon led the way with 33 points. Hardaway with the spin and rebounded by Pippen. Tree Rollins has checked in, replacing Shaquille O'Neal, who leads with 6 points, all from the foul line.
Less than 2 minutes.
Less than 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Jordan, Michael Jordan, getting on his first jump shot, and it's the Bulls 19, the Magic 18.
A little better rhythm that time in the half-court offense of Chicago. It has not looked good so far in this first quarter, but even though Michael Jordan hesitated on that shot, he was so open because the ball moved so quickly.
Phil Jackson also inserting Bill Wennington and Judd Bushler, so a lot of shuffling in this opening quarter. And a hand check called on Bushler.
Michael Jordan has been struggling with the jump shot so far in this ball game, but popping out and getting the quick feed from Bushler. A little hesitation, and he is trying any way he can to get that ball to drain, as nothing has felt good leaving his hand. So maybe that hand is bothering him, although he has not shot the ball particularly well since his comeback, at least during the regular season. It improved during the Charlotte series, just under 50%.
Dennis Scott at the line for the first time. Orlando 20 and Chicago 19. It's game number 1 of this best of 7 Eastern Conference semifinal series. Game 2 here in Orlando on Wednesday. Games 3 and 4 in Chicago Friday night, and then game 4 next Sunday at the United Center. We'll be there to bring it to you right here on NBC, 1 o'clock Eastern time. Showtime at 12:30 in the East.
This is the kind of tempo that Chicago wanted to play coming in here to the Orlando Arena. Take their running opportunities when they're there. Other than that, run their offense, keep the score down. They do not want to let the Orlando Magic get out into an up-and-down game. They really respect the transition game of the Magic.
Holding foul called on Dennis Scott for the Magic, their 4th team foul. Chicago already over the limit. Rollins jumping out on Jordan. Wennington trying to get the step, lost it, and Grant retrieves.
Now that's why he's one of the best, if not the best, defensive power forward in basketball. He made the quick rotation to hands. Horace Grant almost never makes a fundamental error defensively. He'll get beat from time to time, but he's always aware of the right play that has to be made.
Here's Scott. And the box out by Wennington. So Phil Jackson has gone to all 3 of his centers here in the first quarter, starting with Longley, moving on to Purdue, and then Wennington. Pippen with the save.
There's that communication between Scotty and Michael, knowing each other so well. Most players might both go for that loose ball, but just little verbal communication or just knowing each other so well, they get the save and the extra possession.
Jordan milking the clock. Shot clock down to 6. Michael Jordan not able to hit. And back come the Magic. Final seconds of the quarter. Anderson for Scott. Off the fake. 3 seconds to go in the quarter. Oh, Jordan slicing through, and that is rejected by Scott. First of all, I don't know how Michael Jordan was able to work his way through at center court, and then Dennis Scott came up with the block to end this first quarter.
Well, Michael going early enabled the Magic to get out on this fast break at the end of the quarter. Tough shot by Dennis Scott in traffic. And then Michael Jordan, and Marv, he doesn't know how he got through there. Only his athletic ability and his sense of where other bodies are enabled him to snake through.
So after 1 here at the arena, as you see Dennis Scott reject Michael Jordan, it's the Magic by 3.
You're watching the NBA on NBC.
In the first quarter, Michael Jordan 2 of 10 from the field, 6 points. Shaquille O'Neal took only 1 field goal attempt, hit 6 of 6 from the line. This is a series that has certainly been billed as Michael versus Shaq. In fact, the NBC promotion department, along with NBC Sports, right out there, I have to say, in that regard. We talked about that with Shaquille.
Michael is the world's most premier player, and I'm just a young, upcoming player. And, you know, people do that to get ratings. And I understand. But those who know basketball know that I won't be sticking Michael, and Michael won't be sticking me. And it's a team game, and we're just going to go out there, and we're going to try to beat that team.
Shaquille then, Matt, analyzed the demographics of the ratings following that conversation. Second quarter underway. That's Jud Buechler, and tipped home by Jordan, but will not count. Offensive interference, the call.
And Michael complains mildly. He's looking to keep getting on the scoreboard, and he can get a kind of a awkward shot by Buechler, and Michaal did touch it right on the rim. Any part of the ball at the top of the rim there, as that was, that is an illegal tip.
Ryan Shaw just checked in way off the mark. He was expecting contact. Second quarter is underway, and the Magic up by 3. Pete Myers on the floor for the first time. Tony Kukoc has returned. Here's Kukoc, fouled by Grant. So Kukoc to the line.
Tony Kukoc is the absolute wild card in this series for the Chicago Bulls. When he plays well, the Chicago Bulls have an excellent chance of winning. He got off to a good start in this ballgame, scoring 5 points before he picked up his second foul. And this is the advantage that he has against other big forwards and a good defensive forward like Horace Grant. But Tony Kukoc can face the basket, got a quick first step, a good handle, and can get to the basket and draw fouls, which is exactly what he did there. Scottie Pippen's on the bench right now getting a rest. He was just 0 for 1 in the first quarter.
And Kukoc coming off a strong game against Charlotte on Thursday night. 7 of 14, 21 points, career high, 11 rebounds. O'Neal lost it. Last touch, though, by Chicago. In the first quarter, neither club shot well. Orlando 6 of 14, Chicago 7 of 22. And it has to be alarming that Michael Jordan took 10 of those 22 shots. That is not what he's trying to do. Jordan was 2 of 10 from the field. 224s given the Orlando Magic. A minute gone by in the second. Orlando with a 1-point lead. That's a by Wennington that fell. He challenged the passing lane, and it ends up as an easy 2.
And from time to time, Bill Wennington will be able to make that defensive play, but Shaq with the big, wide body kept Bill Wennington on the top side. It turned out to be a very poor gamble. Nobody could even get down there and foul Shaq, who is 6 for 6 from the line.
Kukoc with the crossover. Nice setup. Bill Wennington finished it off. That's his first field goal. And the Magic up 24-23.
Well, Kukoc eyeballed Shaquille O'Neal there and took it to him and proved the defense to get that opening for Wennington.
O'Neal able to power his way. Good start for Shaquille O'Neal. He has 10 points, and Orlando is up by 3. Now Jordan being guarded by Shaw. Pete Myers given the shot. Rebound Wennington. And he is fouled.
The foul number 32, Shaquille O'Neal.
Foul on Shaquille O'Neal, his second.
There's Shaq holding Wennington on his back, and then Wennington at just the wrong time for him tried to get on the top side, and that enabled the easy pass into Shaq. And then in slow transition, Shaq got down there, got position early. Nobody could come and help.
Timeout taken by Orlando. We'll be right back.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by Wendy's, where better food makes it a better value. By Chevrolet, the cars and trucks 36 million people depend on every day. Genuine Chevrolet. And by All Sports Body Quencher. After this sports drink, the game will never be the same.
Welcome back to Orlando, Florida on a beautiful 85-degree day. With 2 minutes gone by in the second quarter, the Magic up 26-23. Shaquille O'Neal picked up his second foul as we were going to the break, and he was very upset about the call. Steve Kerr has come on